Okay, guys. So today I'm going to talk about why the X-Men need to stay at Fox. A lot of people have said, "Oh, they should just go back to Marvel." And I'm going to tell you why I think that's a terrible, horrible idea. Okay, first of all, Fox has been doing good with their X-Men movies lately. I mean, X-Men Days of Future Past was brilliant, and frankly, I like that movie better than Avengers Age of Ultron. You had the Wolverine, pretty good, and you got X-Men First Class, which was great. Yeah, you did have X-Men Origins Wolverine and The Last Stand, which were bad, but those were like 7 years ago. I mean, the three most recent X-Men movies have been great. So that's the first reason why I think they shouldn't get them back. Second of all, one problem that I have with a lot of Marvel fanboys, I mean, I'm a Marvel fan, but some fanboys, their problem is, the problem is that they can be biased sometimes. Because a lot of, don't get me wrong, Marvel makes great movies. Marvel Studios makes amazing movies. But a lot of Marvel fans say, well, let's ignore everything, all the problems, all the legitimate problems about the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and let's just all, defend it and love it, and let's just, forget about the fact that there are like a billion plot holes in Iron Man 3, and let's pretend it's a great movie, and whatever. It really, it really sucks. And then the competition, they always want to destroy the competition. Whenever a DC movie comes out, they just assume, oh, it's going to be bad, because it's going to be dark and gritty, because that's DC's way of doing things. It's nothing bad, it's not a bad genre, but they just think because it's not Marvel, it must be bad, which is complete horse crap. And whenever a trailer for X-Men comes out, they're just like, well, this looks like crap. I want Marvel to get the rights back. And it's crap. Look, Spider-Man, they knew what they were doing. With Spider-Man, Sony absolutely knew, Sony was absolutely lost when it came to Spider-Man. They didn't know what they were going to do. They couldn't decide if they were going to do a spin-off or a sequel, so I can see why that needed to go back to Marvel. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was kind of a disappointment. Fox, again, you're doing good with it. And Marvel is replacing the X-Men with the Inhumans. So we're getting the exact same concept. So if you have X-Men as, let's say, part of Phase 4, then it's just going to be a carbon copy of the Inhumans. So, this is my rant about why... Oh, and one more thing. Although I love the Marvel Studios movies, one problem they have is depth. Some of their movies have a lot of depth. But needs to be a lot of depth and a lot of substance in these X-Men movies. And I don't think Marvel can give them. Like, most of their movies are great. I think the only movie which I thought was pure crap was Iron Man 3. But as good as they are, they're mostly just turn-off-your-brain movies. And I'm not really a big fan of turn-off-your-brain movies. I know some people are. I'm not really a big fan of turn-off-your-brain films. And that is mostly what they are. And that's, Avengers Age of Ultron, in my opinion, that was definitely a turn-off-your-brain movie. But if you just make a turn-off-your-brain version of X-Men, then it's just going to be crap. And a lot of people say, the X-Men movies aren't based off of the comics. Yeah, neither are the Marvel movies. To be honest, the X-Men movies, they're actually more based off of the comics than the Marvel movies are, because, and there's nothing wrong with Marvel doing this, but in the first Avengers movie, Captain America, Black Widow, and Hawkeye were a part of the first roster. They weren't in the comics. Ant-Man and Wasp were. Ant-Man created Ultron in the comics. Yellow Jacket wasn't Darren Cross. He was a wife-beater named Hank Pym, who was also Ant-Man. So, yeah. So, this is why Avengers vs. X-Men is crap. I know a lot of people want to see a crossover between the Avengers and the X-Men. But let me tell you something. There's more to life than just crossovers. It's like people think that crossovers are better than plot. So, that is why the X-Men going back to Marvel is a stupid idea. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.